What up, YouTube? Big Body Cars here. I know it's been a while since I posted. Really didn't add too much to the wheels, but I figured I'd give y'all an update what's going on with me, of course. Same old sob story. My kids playing sports got me covered up and pretty too busy, and a few things in life has changed around me. No new whips, as you can see. I still got the 84 Monte Carlo SS 6.0 swap. And I now have my son's 88 SS Monte Carlo, the one that's more original with the optional suspension. 20-inch Camaro wheels on it back. My son said it burned too much gas. He was scared to leave it anywhere. Sick of people asking him to buy it. He just wanted a normal car. So he brought it back, and he's driving my Buick and trying to close a deal right now on an '09 Impala SS. Sort of like my Buick. So I'm cleaning regularly to get him back and forth to school and have something to drive, and 4 doors so he can get all his friends in it. Because shocked me a little bit. He wanted one of these cars. I went and got him one of these cars. I guess I'm kind of glad he brought it back instead of just parked it at his mom's house and drove her car every day, but it is what it is. So I've been thinking, I don't really think I need both of these. I kind of hate to sell one of them. I don't drive this one at all, period. Since I put these wheels and the rear disc brakes on it and finished the dash and got all that stuff working, I would doubt if I've even put 200 miles on it in 6 months. It's got brand new transmission, had the exhaust redid, it's got X-pipe now. I actually got a brand new set of headers for it, long tubes that I hadn't even put on the car. I just hadn't had time. I was planning on working on my first car, but hadn't made it there, so kind of think about doing some switcherooing. I'm thinking about maybe putting these wheels here, 20-inch Camaro wheels, on this car, keeping the Forgiatos, selling this car, and then start working on this car. Because even though my son technically doesn't want it, it's still his first car, so I can't really see selling it. I'm not going to drive it either. I don't know why I would even keep either one of them, to be honest with you. I'm not going to drive them, and I don't have the time now like I used to do these projects and work on them like I used to. Don't really know I guess you could say a decent or fair price if I sold this one. If I put the 20s back on it, it still has the 6.0. It's got a brand new 460 with probably less than 200 miles on it. It's got all new brakes, slot rotors all the way around, rear disc brake conversion kit on it now. It's got Black Widow mufflers with an X-pipe, 2.5-inch exhaust, LED tail lights now, LED headlights, LED marker lights with the switchbacks. All the buttons on the interior of it are LED. Just to cut the lights on, pop the trunk, cut the wipers on. Everything that's LED. Everything works. Heat, air, windows, you name it. Nothing on it doesn't work. Nothing leaks. No problems. No issues. Like I said, it's got the 24x10s with the 7-inch lip in the back. Frames been massaged a little. It's been trimmed a little outside to make it work, but nothing major. Paint job's probably, if I had to guess, 6 years old. It's got one little spot starting there. It needs to be primered, touched up, and one little spot right there. So there's a few little, nicks and scuffs here and there, and cats climbing on the carport. Fairly good paint job. That one little trim piece there on the bottom is chipping, but it was black. And my plan was to actually strip that paint off and paint it back black, but if I sell it, I doubt I'd take the time to do all that. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm seriously thinking about maybe selling this thing, putting those wheels on it, and asking somewhere probably around about, I don't know, probably 15 for it, which would be negotiable. And there's several things that could be took off of it if somebody didn't want. I still have the factory wheels if they didn't want the 20-inch Camaro wheels. I can knock a little bit off, but I've got, God, there's no telling what I've got in this thing. And I kind of hate to sell it, but I'm not saying I would or wouldn't. But I'd rather go here and see if anybody was interested here. I started to put on Marketplace, and I will if I decide to sell it. But God, I don't know if y'all have ever sold anything. I've sold about 3 cars on there. The questions and messages is ungodly. Ungodly. I mean, just dealing with people on that. It'd probably be better to put it on eBay or somewhere. That way, if somebody gets with you, if they're looking on there, they're probably serious about spending. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about that. If somebody gave me a reasonable offer, like I said, I'm just throwing a number out there with 15. It's worth that to me. I'd probably take less, but it's definitely worth that to me. I've got just in the interior where it's at now, the motor swap, the brakes, the exhaust, all the LED upgrades, all new wiring. I mean, not even buying the car, I probably got 15 in that. And I bought this car. This wasn't some junk bring home. This was a very nice car when I brought it home. And I paid dearly for it. And my original plan was to keep it original, but that didn't last long at all. Like I said, I've got the factory wheels with it. If somebody buys it with the 20s, it'll come with that. If somebody offer me enough for the 4G Autos, they could go with it too. But keep in mind, these things may have 200 miles on them, and I give $6,500 for the wheels, tires, and steering wheel. So it ain't gonna be a whole lot of leeway in that. That's why I'm not even advertising them with the car, because I know anybody thinks, oh yeah, well, you know, give me the whole car with the wheels, I'll give you this much. We could work a deal on that, but it ain't gonna be reasonable because they ain't got a skiff, scratch, scuff on them. I mean, they look just like they left. I barely ran the stickers off of them. But I haven't put an update video up in a long time. I haven't really talked to anybody, you know, about anything. I haven't been working on anything. Like I said, my son's had this car since September and just decided he really didn't want it. It's perfect on the inside. All it needs is a touch-up paint job, and I guess I'll just next month probably have it painted. I was going to do it before he got it, but I ran out of time. Like I said, it doesn't have any blims or scratches. The clear coat's just peeling. That's all that's wrong with it. It's a very well-kept car, and it makes sense to me, I think, since the newer one technically was his, to keep it and sell that one. Again, just a quick update of what I got and what I'm working on. Like I said, I ain't got much going on at all, and the most I'm probably going to do here lately is swap these wheels around. So if anybody's interested in this car, like I said, if you give me a decent enough offer, something that I feel fair with, it could go. And if it doesn't, it just doesn't. It's no big deal, but let me know what y'all think, man. Just figured I'd give y'all a quick video of what was going on with me, man. Again, it's been Big Body Cars. Y'all have a good one.